is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Vols will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson.
First down pass, complete to the back. Loses the ball. Brings up second down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. LSU will get a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. LSU quick to the line. Defense in press coverage. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback sneaks ahead. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense drags him down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative. I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast, and it's so important today playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
First and 10.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the air, it's Nolan. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
We'll take over. First and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Overton. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Good enough for first down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Overton. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Man, fine your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. LSU right back to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass. Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted to stop the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
That's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. field. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Overton. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this game.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now he's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Nolan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that would be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're testing the right side here. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They booted away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree. So it can...
Makes the catch on the right side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, that play-action fake just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Fourth down.
221 wing, 221 wing.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. That's reeled in. It's Stewart. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start for them in the second half. By coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the air, it's Nolan. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
That's caught. It's Overton. Nice move. Create some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Staley. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
And the Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Well, this defense wants to bring some pressure, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Finding an escape route. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. A low line drive and short kick. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move looks for a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Grab near the marker. It's Overton. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They just keep firing. Makes the catch. It's Overton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Man. On the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it here on third and goal. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
It's now 4th and goal.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He'll take it himself. Touchdown ball! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Temple. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Handoff from the gun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Inside the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
And the Vols come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection on third down.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes. There he goes. Here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee in this. We'll start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Volunteer! They move on top here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Toledo is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Appalachian State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Johnson looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Lots of room to run. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Touchdown, Tigers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Quarterback empties his backfield. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Looking to throw. He's taking the deep shot. And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. A A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.